First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Second down at 7. Throwing is Lewis. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
And that's the way you get an opening drive going. Pick up the first down, convert on 3rd down, and how about doing it old school style, doing it with a running play.
Now Lewis. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Lewis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Stevens setting up to throw it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now Stevens. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Stevens. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Lewis now to throw on third. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Stevens.
Throw left side complete. That's Joseph.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here's Stevens to throw.
Being chased out left. Dumps it complete to Miller.
Oh, big hole left side.
Touchdown! A great play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown.
And the Falcons open the lead up to 34-0.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lewis. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lewis. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before break. Lewis. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Go and play action with Stevens.
Eluding the pressure right.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now Lewis throwing on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Stevens.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Looking to throw. Lewis. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action, Lewis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Lutz with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Back to throw. Stevens. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Miller. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's Lewis. On 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting. He's got a man complete, and he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Lewis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the... It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Lewis escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back to throw again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Lutz good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They'll run on first down. Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Falcons extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw is Lewis. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. Complete. That's Holt.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They keep it with Miller on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
174 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.